One Piece. This is One Piece chapter 1047, The Sky Over the Capital. Last we left off, the battle has been raging on in Onigashima. The entire palace is burning down, as the random straw hats across the castle have been finding various ways to put out the fire. Jinbei and Raizo's efforts being the more successful, it seems, by just straight up flooding the entirety of the Onigashima castle. So while that's happening, the epic battle between Gear 5, Sun God Nika, Luffy, and Kaido is raging on as per usual. It's pretty dead even at this point. They're just like matching each other blow for blow. And meanwhile, Yamato is just trying to yell Momonosuke into fucking doing something, trying to make these flame clouds so he can pull Onigashima away, as there's a race against time about Onigashima dropping on top of Wano proper and killing a lot of folks. So Momonosuke kind of got to get a move on there. And we start this chapter with a little bit of a flashback to the night where Odin's palace was burning down, and his mom Toki, who has time travel abilities of some sort, is trying to convince Momonosuke to travel 20 years into the future with the Akazaya 9. And he's just a kid. He's 10 years old, and he's being asked to burden the responsibility of a whole shogun. So he's got some natural hesitation at this point. Kanjuro's there. I saw that. The fucking snake. And after some convincing, Momonosuke is, he puts on a brave face, and he says that he will go with the samurai, time travel into the distant future. And Momonosuke starts to cry because he feels like he's failing his mom, because the whole reason he went back is to prevent whatever's about to happen from happening. So, he continues his efforts. Meanwhile, we did see right last chapter, Luffy literally grabbed lightning, in that last panel. And now he follows through, starting off the battle by just straight tossing lightning at Kaido, who finds it pretty entertaining. He's like, ha, preposterous. He's just dodging it, but Kaido's not really phased by being tossed lightning itself. He drops it down and he smacks Luffy away. Still, Luffy tries to do it does this whole weird lightning pole dance, and he tries to bounce back at Kaido, but Kaido counters him pretty quickly, smacks him down into the ground. He starts talking actually about how he may have gotten this boost in power, but abilities alone don't really conquer the world. I mean, after all, Roger didn't have any fruit powers, which is a pretty stern confirmation that he pretty much conquered the world with just hockey. So
not surprising at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, he says Roger didn't have any fruit powers because only hockey can transcend all, as he hits him with the Destroyer of Death, Thunder Bagua. And, I guess Luffy is on his last rope because he manages to grab Kaido on his way to being catapulted into the sky for the bajillionth time in this fight. And he's getting ready to kind of end it. Kaido's trying to get Luffy to let go of him, but his club doesn't work on his stretched out arm. So he just sends a bunch of slashing attacks into the sky. Luffy seems to narrowly dodge them because even in his sun god form, cutting attacks are still his weakness. Meanwhile, back down on Wano, everybody is letting go of their lantern things, as a tradition to say goodbye to the recently deceased. And I feel like what's coming with that is going to be a really nice visual. I don't know why, but I feel like that's just going to be part of a big 2-page spread where Luffy knocks him down. But it'll be really cool. Anyway.
Yeah.
Kaido's just doing everything possible to get Luffy to let go of him, and Luffy's just holding on with every fiber of his being at this point. Down in the Skull Dome, the samurai are just kind of stealing themselves because now they're at an impasse that if Luffy beats them, then Onigashima falls from the sky and they'll all die. But you know what? They're pretty stoked about that because if only them die as a result of Luffy fighting, then their families will be safe on Wano.
I guess their families don't need a positive male role model in their life.
Yeah, I mean, they won't have a life. It's either have a positive male role model in their life or be dead because an island fell on them.
Fair point.
It's tough. It's a tough choice. Everybody's pretty yeah, Kid, beat him, Straw Hat. We don't care about us. We'll die. We get a little panel of Kid being like, I don't know about that. He's just like, don't kill me, dude. I'm trying to be king of the pirates too. We get a little panel of Usopp being flooded out by I guess Jinbei's water. It seems. Inside of the treasure repository, what's his face? Orochi manages to wiggle free. Yeah, Orochi manages to wiggle free from the sea prism stone nail, and is about to attack Hiyori, take her down with him, and finally we end on a 2-page spread of Luffy coming down with a big fist with hockey and lightning just surging around it. And the fist is just as big as Onigashima, it seems. And he's just here it is. I'm going to punch down, and if you don't move Onigashima right now, it is what it is, bro. So you're going to have to do your best to move this shit. And that's how the chapter ends proper. So with that being said, let's get into thoughts. Josh, what did you think?
So, I like how Mr. Wororo himself is just speechless. He has nothing to say with this. This massive black fist comes down from the heavens.
He's like, whoa.
I do think he's in his mind thinking, finally, this could be it.
I could die here.
For right now.
This could be it for me.
The lightning was weak, but this...
A whole lightning hockey fist? It could do it.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. Yeah, I enjoyed the chapter. I don't really have any... I don't know. The chapter itself didn't spark any major thoughts in my mind. And all, to be honest with you, like the fight. I mean, Kaido's not scared of lightning, and he could dodge it. That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, I think this one was, are you done with your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm done.
Brian, what did you think, actually, before we get into mine?
Oh, thank you.
This chapter, I don't have much to say about this chapter either, except for the fact that I don't think this punch is going to be the final punch of this fight.
I think it's over for Kaido.
Nah, I don't think Kaido is.
I think that panel was him accepting his death in defeat. Or he's going to sit there like this and say, "Yes, bring it."
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Kaido too strong. Watch, he's going to do some crazy shit next chapter.
Yeah,
that's all I have to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I disagree really, but I do. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea where this is gonna go. A lot of people are just like, this is where the raid fails. Bro, I don't know anymore. I guess
they can't fail.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know at this point.
Everyone wants 4 emperors to still run around after this. That's it, Chris. You have to accept that.
I guess so. Hey, maybe I don't know Oda as much as I thought.
Maybe they really want Oda to say, you know what? Instead of 4 emperors, now there's 8 emperors.
Yeah.
No more warlords and admirals. Just emperors. There's an emperor battle royale where none of the emperors ever lose.
Not
especially Luffy. He doesn't lose the most.
Yeah.
And that's how he wins.
Yeah. No, Kaido's going to be king of the pirates because he cannot lose.
I think so too. I think that's the point of this arc and the entire One Piece franchise.
Yeah, One Piece Luffy dies here, and then Kaido takes over.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm the main.
I
character
feel like
now.
there's been a lot of evidence to point towards that being the case.
Yeah, maybe.
Like he's not an ass pull.
We did get an ass pull. I guess
he has a poneglyph.
He does have the poneglyph. I'll say that this is my RGC, my really good chapter of the week, honestly.
Certified RGC, certified RGC, certified RGC.
I'm not surprised. I'm just a little disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
But in your decision.
I know. I wasn't I wasn't misinterpreting that as like I wonder what Josh is disappointed in. I don't know. It was
just so we're all clear here. Christian, Josh is very disappointed in your decision.
Yeah, I apologize.
No, not very, mildly.
He's very disappointed in me, Brian.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought this was a cool ass chapter. I don't whether this is like the penultimate fight chapter or not. I think this was a pretty cool one, building up the tension and all that stuff. Everything's coming up to a head. A lot of like character development for Momonosuke, because in theory he's come a long way. Because he was very reluctant at the start of this chapter, and he's still scared as shit. But he's like out here. He turned into a whole ass adult dragon to face off against Kaido himself. So he's still he's learned a little bit. He's matured a lot, and he's had to because he's still a 10-year-old trapped in a 28-year-old's body. So that has been interesting. As much the more I get to see Gear 5 in action, the more I get used to it, and I think that's a good thing in general, because it was a little jarring, I will say, although I don't think it's like an ass pull or anything. I will say that it was jarring to suddenly to look back at where this battle started and like to see where it is now is like, oh, wow, lots changed for Luffy.
It sure has.
In this last 47 chapters. But you know what? 47 chapters is a long time. Because I think
we go on?
Yeah, they started. If you look at it, they started fighting in chapter like 1001-ish. So,
wow.
They have been fighting a long time, And they have been fighting a long time with Luffy mastering Ryuo, beating him up. I don't think I think there's a lot of merit to Kaido too strong, but Kaido has also been fighting someone who's been like using the Ryuo haki that like scarred him in the first place. And I think a lot of people are neglecting that fact.
Ryuo.
That this is the haki that actually hurts Kaido, and he's been fighting it for, let's say, even 20 chapters if you divide it down the middle, because he wasn't using Ryuo the whole time. Yeah, I don't know if Kaido too strong is like all that crazy of a thing. But who knows?
Imagine if someone smacked you in your face, like smacked the shit out of you with Ryuo.
Yeah, it would like kill a normal person.
Ryuo imbued smack.
Well, because the thing about Ryuo,
we're not Kaido. We're not jacked like Kaido.
Well, the thing about Ryuo is that
happened?
It slaps the shit out of you, but it also slaps the shit out of inside of you. Like Ryuo destroys you from the inside. So like if I slap you in the cheek, the inside of your teeth are also slapped really hard.
Wow. That is incredible.
Yeah.
If you knock on someone's door with Ryuo,
you knock the inside of the door.
On that person too inside the house.
Yeah. if you really want to, if you focus your Ryo that much.
Or
Doesn't
you're
get
knocking on the
cooler.
mechanisms of the door.
Yeah,
you-
I mean,
you're like,
I think like it could be said that Sentomaru used Ryo hockey in general, because I think he's from Wano probably.
You said Sentichoro?
Sentomaru, the judo guy with the axe, the sumo wrestler guy.
Yes. Yeah.
That guy
I remember.
with the giant axe that fucked with the PX.
Yeah. He watched Luffy.
Yeah.
Luffy could do nothing against him. He was the strongest guy in the world at one point.
Yeah, it's hockey plus the Nika powers. There's a lot going on. Kaido.
Be honest, Chris. When Mr. Axe and Hand Man put the beats on Luffy, that shit had you feeling away where you was like, who the fuck is this guy and why is he so powerful?
Bro, I was just like, I had an attitude. I had my arms folded, like.
Who's this guy?
who's this
Why is
guy?
he so cocky?
But now Sentomaru gets washed any day of the week. He's done.
Does he? Did they have a rematch?
No, but I'm sure that's it for him.
Sentomaru, that's going to be a rivalry match for Luffy. He still needs to get that back.
Because he was using hockey, and now Luffy knows hockey. He can't use it so easy anymore.
Fair enough.
All this to say, I thought this 2-page spread was dope too, with the giant fist coming down. Very One Piece to end things on a giant fist, if this is how it's going to end. And it's also that that 2-page spread with the Thunder Bagua. I thought that was like really well drawn and cool looking. I don't know, lots of love in this chapter. I just I'm really appreciating One Piece right now, and maybe I'm like going off of the high of the newest like anime episode. They just animated like the chapter where they get to the rooftop, and they fucking went ham, dude. Like, I don't know what these animators are on, but they did not sleep for, it seems like, a month to animate how well they animated. I don't know if you saw it, Brian.
yeah, it's like movie quality stuff right there. Like, I watched like 3 different clips.
It's better than
and it
some
looks
movies,
fucking amazing.
which is kind of wild. I don't think I've ever seen an animation that looked that beautiful. It's kind of weird.
It's close to Demon Slayer quality of animation.
Is Goldline Chiefy dead?
No.
No,
Maybe? He could be.
no,
He
he's
should
not.
pull up to this fight.
He fell into the abyss, so he could be dead. We didn't see him come back.
He just fell down and the guy knocked out. He's good.
Yeah, he probably landed somewhere nice and he's fine. We'll get cover pages of him eventually. But yeah, I lots of love in this chapter. I really enjoyed it.